Guys, remind me to never come to the gym on a Sunday at 10 a.m. I mean, it was okay. I mean, I didn't really have a big problem with it. The only issue I had is it was a little bit more difficult to record myself. So I didn't record every set. I'm sure you saw that in the video before this. But, you know, it was still, I mean, it was kind of cool to kind of show off the gains, you know, doing back day in my tank top, my back popping when I was working out. So, I mean, as regards to recording, 10 a.m. on a Sunday is not a good idea. Working out, I'll go any time of the day, but I like to film everything that I can. So the back workout was pretty good. I warmed up. I brought my wrist straps again. I walked into the gym and I got in. I was like, oh man, I forgot my wrist straps. So maybe I won't use them. I was like, nah, just go back to your car, dude. Trying to get these elbows to heal. So started off really light with lat pull downs, did a few sets light, and then my working set. Made sure I got the wrist straps on good. Full stretch at the top, went heavier than I usually did, so it was easy to stretch because the weight was pulling me up. I think it was 145 this time. And, you know, just really focusing on that squeeze at the bottom. Full stretch, full squeeze. So I did 3 sets on there. And then I did dumbbell rows. Last time I used the 70s. I used the 60s this time. I felt a little more control with the 60s, and I felt with the 70s like I could lift it, but I felt like I had to cheat a little too much. But I've been liking getting a bench and just, you know, pulling it up a level and leaning on it, getting a nice deep stretch and pulling back with my back. The wrist straps definitely help with the mind muscle connection part of that. So I did 3 sets there, and then I went to go do cable rows. I wanted to utilize my wrist straps, so I used a different attachment. I did 2 sets. That one felt okay, but the reason I didn't do a 3rd set was it just felt okay, and I wanted something I could really feel my back. You know, maybe it's just something I gotta get used to form-wise. But I just did 2 sets there, and I finished with pullovers with the cable, with the rope attachment. And for me, the form that's been helping me a lot, I'm gonna see if I can explain this good enough, is you put your thumb on the outside and you're just gripping it with your 4 fingers, and you're kind of turning your hands over. How do I say it? Like parallel to your body, but trying to squeeze it, rotate it as far as you can, and just really focusing on your back as you're pulling the weight in. But that's the form I was focusing on there, and it felt pretty good. Did my pose down. Cardio was looking more and more like interval training. Start off slow for 10 minutes, do a little sprint, rest 2 minutes back and forth like that. Overall, solid back day. But I got to get in the grocery store. It's getting kind of late. Get some ground beef, some eggs, some potatoes, make some food, make my lunch, make enough to take for lunch for work too, and that's it. Solid day. But don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive and never, ever give up on yourself. I'll see you guys tomorrow.